Young and Jefe has officially been charged with murder, and he's unbelievably cooked. Beyond cooked. After the new details in court today, I don't see how Young and Jefe beats this case without snitching. It's officially been confirmed by court documents and TMZ that Ant is officially being charged with the murder of one of his big homies. Now, the big homie name is Carl Terrell. We know that he was murdered on January 31st, 2026. He was born October 26, 1974. He died January 31st, 2026, obviously, as we just said. But here's what's really concerning, and here's how you know that he didn't die on good terms with his gang, or if he did die on good terms with his gang, then it's shame on that gang. Because he died January 31st, 2026. His funeral service wasn't until March 20th. So it took a month and 20 days. It took about 50 days for them to be able to raise enough funds to bury him and send him off proper. Now, if he's from A-Tray, if he is a gang member who is in cahoots with the gang, he's an OG over there, why didn't they come together and send him off properly? Well, that will probably play into the story, because the story is that they were disciplining him, right? They were DPing him, and they ended up murdering him. For y'all who are gainfully employed and don't really speak Iganese, let me help y'all out. A DP is when gang members discipline other gang members. So for example, if you are a gang member and you act up or you do something that other gang members don't like, well, you show up so those other grown men can give you a spanking. It's weird, it's stupid, it's dumb, right? Again, as far as I'm concerned, any grown man showing up for other grown men to give him a spanking, you are weird too, to be honest. Right? Now, you don't even have to do anything wrong, to be honest. These gang members have a fetish. They have a weird obsession with giving spankings to other grown men. I know dudes who got DP for being on a podcast. Like, that's how weird these gang members are. They would put hands and feet on you simply because they feel like they have the numbers or like because they want to. I judge the weirdos who actually pull up and get DP. Like that's who I judge. Now, again, an A-Tray not putting money up for his funeral, to me, is just dumb. If I'm somebody and I know I'm responsible for that man dying, just to get the police off my tail, man, I'm coming together. I'm raising money. Bro, I'm putting my life savings into this funeral, man. I'm going to be upfront giving a speech at the funeral so they don't suspect me at all. But apparently that wasn't done, which was, again, odd. How an OG from the hood don't get no support for the funeral. I was pretty shocked that as of now, Young and Jefe has only one co-defendant. That might change. I heard multiple A-Trays got picked up yesterday, but as of now, this morning, he has one co-defendant, and that co-defendant name is Johnny Gray. Now, here's why this is very important. And if we don't get some new co-defendants pretty fast, it's gonna look pretty grim for Young and Jefe unless he starts to tell, because that's the only way out of this. And the reason why that's important is because we were told that this was a DP gone wrong, that multiple A-Tray members beat up this dude, he died. Now, it's also consistent with what we were told yesterday, whereas multiple A-Trays got picked up. But if only 2 people have been charged so far, Young and Jefe and this dude called Johnny Gray, then that kind of like contradicts the story we were told, which is multiple people were there. They was DPing this dude. Young and Jefe didn't touch this dude. Young and Jefe was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, bruh. Right? He was just there. He didn't do anything. Well, if Young and Jefe and one other person has been charged, then it's almost impossible to say Young and Jefe didn't put hands on this dude, because a DP happens with more than one person. There's never been a DP in the history of Earth where it's only one person. A DP usually includes multiple people. And if multiple people would have been charged, then yeah, Young and Jefe was probably to the side watching as they DP this dude. It went wrong. He hopped in his car and left. He did nothing wrong. But in this case, if it's only Young and Jefe and one co-defendant, then it's hard to imagine that Young and Jefe was not a part of the DP. That's very hard to imagine if he only has one co-defendant, because a DP usually involves a 2-on-1. Now, this man was 50 plus years old and they was DPing him. Do you understand how evil you got to be to DP a senior citizen? He's 50 plus years old. What is wrong with you guys? Now, if Young and Jefe truly did nothing wrong and he truly was not involved and didn't put hands on this man, you know what that means, man. You got to start talking. You got to start telling them folks who exactly was a part of the DP. Because a DP doesn't include one-on-one. A DP is two-on-one. So if you was not a part of the DP and you only have one co-defendant, okay, we know he was a part of the DP. Who else? That's a decision that Young and Jefe got to start making, man. Because right now, how it's looking, to set yourself free, you got to set the tongue free, man. You got to tell it. According to court documents and TMZ, Jefe's victim is Carl Welch, which we already talked about. But they says that Carl Welch apparently was murdered by Jefe, and he died of blunt force trauma in a parking lot. I'll be real, like, did y'all get the Avengers to DP this man? Like, what type of time y'all on, bro? This is a 54-year-old man, 56-year-old man, 50-year-old man. Y'all got the Avengers to DP him. You couldn't get some old homies to do it. Like, you couldn't get, I don't know, bro, like some homies around his age to pull up, 2 or 3 deep and DP him. Y'all brought the hit squad to DP a 50-plus-year-old man. Nah, this is cold, bro. This is cold, man. Now, prosecutors filed legal documents formally charging Jefe, whose real name is Maurice Shellman. Where do you get Maurice from and Jefe from? And another man named Johnny Gray with Welch's murder. Again, only 2 people have been charged so far. Jefe and Johnny Gray. So this narrative that this was a DP by multiple people and Jefe was just there watching, I don't know how this is going to hold up in court, homie. All right? And the LA County Medical Examiner listed the cause of death and a few other details on their own site. We'll get there shortly. Prosecutors alleged the crime went down on or about January 31st of this year, and they also listed a series of previous charges for which Jefe was arrested, including robbery. Now, also, too, by the way, this dude car was robbed. Now, I didn't see them get officially charged with robbery, so I don't know, but, according to details, stuff was taken from the victim's car. Now, I don't know why the victim will voluntarily pull up to get DP'd, but he did apparently, and they killed him and then robbed him. This is from the Medical Examiner website, and it reads the case number, and it also says a Los Angeles County is reporting the death of a 51-year-old black male that occurred in the parking lot. Again, why is a 51-year-old being DP'd in the parking lot? The coroner's office identified the man as Carl Welch. Manner of death is homicide. Cause of death is blunt force trauma. Rest in peace, Carl Welch. Formal pronouncement of death was made on Saturday. Jefe and Johnny Gray is being charged with first-degree murder. First-degree murder means this was premeditated, right? Now, this is not a situation where he pulled up and volunteered for a fight and they are DPing him and then he gets murdered. I feel like in that case, wouldn't that be like second degree or maybe third degree, right? Where the murder was not intentional. This was something that was supposed to be a fight. But if they're charging with first degree premeditated, they have enough information to believe that the murder was the intention, like of the DP. That this DP, like the actual intention was to actually murder him. That this was planned beforehand. And if they got proof, because I can almost promise you, man, once they started to connect the dots, phones probably got tapped, Instagrams probably got tapped, wires is probably tapped. They probably have a lot of information, probably got confessions. They probably got a lot. Now, regardless of all the information that has came out against Jefe, No Jumper host Lush One was on a No Jumper News today, and they were talking about this, and Lush One stated that he knows for a fact, for 150,000% fact, that Young Jefe is innocent and he did not do it. So, hey, I don't know how Lush knows this. I don't know how Lush knows that Jefe is 120,000% innocent. He has not presented his receipts or his facts. Was he there? I don't know. But Lush One has said Young Jefe is innocent and let him explain it.
I do know that Slauson and Town or whatever, like that. Yeah, but that is 77th. That is literally right there. That's like within 20 blocks of that. Okay. Because that's like 57th to 70. You know what I mean? It's like it's literally right there. But I don't know. There's been so many narratives that people are pushing.
Wait, that was 77?
Yeah. So the the police station that wound up arresting him.
Oh, okay, got it.
Is 77th Division. However, important to note that 77th Division handles the majority of homicides in South LA.
Okay.
So
it could line up.
And also, we don't know if it's actually a murder or a robbery. It's just we know that that's the division that picked him up.
Correct.
Yeah.
We don't know, but I know that I'm fairly certain or 100% certain it's not just a robbery. I believe this is what I believe he is being accused of, and he didn't do it. And I actually like no funny. This isn't even me defending it. I actually know he didn't do it for real. But
does he have an alibi?
I think that's I don't know anything as far as all that goes, but I just know he didn't do it. But what I believe he's being accused of is accessory.
I feel like he was in the presence of something that happened, and they're trying to kind of twist his arm to, maybe try to get information, or throw the book at him, and be like, you're gonna go down if you don't, what I'm saying, if nobody else goes down, or all of these guys are gonna go down.
They're gonna charge him with something.
And plus, that's a high profile arrest for them to make, regardless.
TMZ's reporting about it and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Not only is I think people are I think a lot of people, because we're we see this fool all the time and he's just the homie, that we lose perspective on him, and we lose perspective on each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all might be.
Ant's a trophy out here for.
Here's how I believe this is going to happen. Now, do I think that Jefe is 1,100% innocent? I'll be real. I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all, bro. I don't know. I don't know if he's 100% innocent. Okay? Yo, there's an actual dead victim here. So, I got to be very careful with my words. I don't know. I hope he is. Now, how I think this is going to play out, here's how I think this is going to work, okay? Jefe is going to plead guilty to a lesser charge, probably do about 10 to 15 years in prison, come out after about 7 to 8 years. And he's going to probably be out of jail, by 2034, 2035. Right? I don't see young Jefe walking away completely free from this at all, especially if he don't tell and he don't snitch. Because if young Jefe takes a plea deal for a lesser charge, the first thing folks gonna say, hold on, bro, you had a co-defendant. How you take a plea deal and he took it to trial? That ain't boot. That's snitching, bro. So he he's literally, due to the gang politics, he's literally stuck. He either tells or take it to trial and do life. I think young Jefe realizes, man, one, ain't no reward for being a real one. You got a thriving media career out here for you. You got a YouTube channel that's popping. You got some babies, bro. Man, throw that boy under the bus and come home, man. Tell them folks everything they need to know. And I'm going to reach out. Again, I'm going to give you, well, not give you a call, but I'm going to make sure when you call home, they put me on the three-way. And tell them good folks everything you know, bro. Come home to your family, sir. Do not get wrapped up with trying to be the realest one on the block. That's how you get life, bro. You cannot keep it 100 in this situation and come home. It's not happening, bro. You is not keeping it a thou wow and coming home. Tell them folks everything they need to know, bro. We're rooting for you to come home if you're innocent, okay? Let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, man. Y'all think Jefe should tell everything he knows? Or do y'all think he should keep it 100? Let me know, okay? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here to find out how Chud, the racist white dude who goes around calling black people the N-word, he just received the worst news of his life in court today. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. Send me a hype by clicking the hype button if you want to support. That's the best way to show support. I'm going to see you guys in this Chud video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.